Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. We have today Beyblade X CX-02 Wizardarc round 455 low orb, and on the top here we have Wizardarc. We got the little corner with Wizardarc and the launcher as it is a starter. We have the CX system, which is now split into main three pieces: the lock chip, the main blade, and the assist blade. And we have, of course, our side profile, our other side, which indicates it is a stamina type, the back of the packaging, and that is Arc 455, low orb, round, the main blade, and the lock chip. And of course, we now have on here, we do have multi here. So here is Wizardarc completely out of the packaging, and we have the bay here. And of course, first off, we have the launcher, standard launcher. It's a winder launcher, it comes with every starter, and it's just stronger than a string launcher. First off, we have low orb here. If you know Beyblade X, it does low and tall variations like high taper and high needle. This one is low orb, like low rush or other bays that have low bits. And so this one is just a smaller version of orb and is lower than the normal orb bit. And this is our ratchet here. This is 455. So 455 is on the lower end of the spectrum in terms of ratchets. It is one of our lowest, or the lowest ratchet in the game right now for height. And with CX, it introduces tallerness with the assist blades. So you have a variation of height with the assist blades. So having a 455 ratchet is very beneficial, as these Beyblades can be very tall. It has the one lock mechanism here that comes with most of the 55s or the 85 ratchets. Unlike our normal ratchets, it does not have the full length rectangle rhombus looking thing. And it is in a light green here, and it is on four sides, more rounded off on the sides to make it easier and more or less prone to bursting. Here we have our main bay. We have the main blade and everything connected here. This is Wizardarc. So first off, you have the lock chip here in the middle, and the lock chip is, of course, Wizard. And Wizard, of course, has this new gimmick where it has this blast in the corner, and it looks like it's about to send an attack out and fight its opponent, which I think is very interesting, as the previous ones have just been like a spark, like WizardRod, and of course the OG Wizard Arrow giving you the shush. They basically look similar to each other. They're basically different from one another, but it has the same shape of arrow. Like the triangle is no longer here, but the roundness of arrow is still around. And of course, it's not like WizardRod where all the metal is outside. The metal is only two halves of the bay. And Arc has these swoops on the side. This kind of looks like a good attack point right here, and I think it will do pretty well in terms of that. Stamina-wise, I think it has good centrifugal force where it will keep itself moving and keeping the stamina that it needs to do. You have the designs here, which are not stickers. These are painted on, so they will come off eventually during battle. And you have the back of the blade here, which is very, very different this time around, as most BX and UX bays do not have this. There's more of like the plastic underneath, but this one is more metal, which is more beneficial towards the bay, as most of the weight is now going to be on our main blade instead of accessories being like WizardRod where it's on the outside, or with Wizard Arrow where it's more focused on the inside. The round assist blade, this one is self-explanatory. It's very, very round to fit that stamina gimmick, and just having a pure, almost full circle, it kind of matches Wizard, the Arc, the blade here. It matches this guy right, the Arc main blade. It matches it in terms of the gaps in the middle. So you have the gap right here and the gap on the other side. You attach the bay via here where the X is, and that's how it is. And then of course you have your Wizardarc bay right here, and 455 round low orb, and that is your Wizardarc. As it is a new Stamina King. Well, I wouldn't say Stamina King, that still holds up to WizardRod, but it is still going to be something that dominates in the stamina field, hopefully, as it does look like it could be a decent competitor in the stamina field. So let's get on to the test battles and test spins. Destabilization, which isn't great. Maybe if we change like the orientation of the ratchet or the assist blade, it may help, but having it be like that isn't the greatest, and it kind of is sad to see for Wizard since it's such a great stamina Beyblade, just its series of stamina types. There it is right now, just staying still in the stadium, but it looks like it's still having issues. Wizardarc moving around the stadium like an attack type. Ooh, big hit from WizardRod. It's a stamina battle, so that's fun. Not really. Big explosive hits from Wizardarc. See, it's just hitting that plastic, which isn't great. Ooh, big hit from the Arc. Simultaneous hits from Arc to Rod. Rod is also defending and maintaining more stamina because Disc Ball has more stamina, which is crazy. But I also think it's because of the height. The height is a big problem. Ooh, big hit. Big hit from Silverwolf. Knocking Arc around. And there's the burst. Big hit. Arc chasing. So, ooh, extreme dash from Wizardarc. It's on the attack against Silverwolf while it's trying to regain the center position. And the unstabilization of Wizardarc is going to cost it in the long run, as Silverwolf, like a wolf, stalks its prey from the outside. We'll say the green combination with the yellow does look better in the stadium than it does in normal form without the actual Beyblade spinning, which is pretty cool. But I do think the green is weird on the Bay. Big hit from Drawn. Extreme dash. And into the corner pocket, and Wizardarc comes out of the corner with Drawn Sword on the extreme dash, making that Beyblade jump, and Wizardarc with a loss. Ooh, it jumped right over Wizardarc, which is crazy. And Drawn Sword destabilizes itself. Ooh, in the air it goes. That's an extreme finish. Drawn Sword is your victor. Big hit from Wizardarc and Hell's Hammer. Big hits from the dragon. That is ooh, big hit from that. And of course, stamina finish to Wizardarc. Big hit from its CX comrade. Ooh, big hit. And of course, Drawn Brave picks up the victory. So let's talk about Wizardarc. Wizardarc is not going to be the next WizardRod. It will never surpass WizardRod. There will be no Stamina Bay that surpasses WizardRod anytime soon. And when I saw this release, I was like, oh, this might be the next big thing. And it isn't. The round assist blade is great, but it's too tall. The 455, it's having a smaller ratchet is okay and all, but I don't think it's going to do well when it struggles against attack types, and it even struggles against its own stamina types. Low orb is still a great bit, and low orb still adds to that stamina, and it's still going to be a great bit. I could see it being used in competitive. Wizard, the arc blade could probably be used for attack because it has those points on the metal ends for the attack points, or stamina or defense, but I don't know how they would get a lot of stamina or defense out of Wizardarc when the main problem is the assist blade, which you could turn around and change, but it's also just the way the metal is distributed throughout the bay. It creates this form of imbalance, and it just destabilizes it. And I don't know where they went wrong, because Wizard Arrow is a good example of metal all around the outside and plastic in the inside, and you have that with Wizardarc here. You have the plastic on the inside, but you also have the metal around it. Of course, round is a shorter assist blade, but to be honest with you, it's not just that. Low ball, ratchet, 455, like, a lot of it is destabilized, and I think it's because of those parts, and I think if you change it around, it could be a game changer. And with CX, the point is to have this customization aspect, and I think they're going to do okay, but with only 3 releases plus a battle set, you really can't customize. And I think when we get more releases, more stamina, more attack, more defense, more balance, I think there will be different assist blades, different choices for that bay. And I think with Wizardarc right now, we just have to wait and see how it's used, wait and see, and do more testings, because as of right now, as it is on its stock formation, it is not going to do well in the competitive scene if you were to use the stock combo. Is it cool to see the wizard motif in general get a CX design? Of course. It's Molten and Iroh's Beyblade, and you want to see the main characters all have their own next custom bay. You want them to have the next bay in the next series, in the next line, in the next product that continues throughout the whole entire system of Beyblade X. And I think with Wizardarc, it's below WizardRod and it's below Wizard Arrow, and that's just stock. And unfortunately, it's not going to do well in the future for Wizards, and I hope when we get another Wizard, it improves on that. And without further ado, if you are interested in more Beyblade videos, consider subscribing to the channel, liking, and commenting. In the next video, we will have Perseus Dark and its defensive capabilities. I will see you guys in the next video.